Hello, good evening. We're back at it. High quest. I think last time, yeah, last stream I described myself as having hot dog fingers, because I made a whole lot of stupid blunders. Kind of want to fix this real quick before I move on. All right, I'm gonna have to mute myself while I use a power tool for a minute. This is gonna be a little loud. I'm muting myself. Camera is being incredibly weird. Hold on here. Okay, let's try this. Veronica, hey, welcome in. I'm muting myself for a moment while I use a power tool. I don't want to deafen anyone here. How's your day going? What a great view I'm given. Hold on, let me do something here. All right, a bit tired. Yeah, happens to all of us, right? In here sweating so badly already. It's not even super hot here today. It's just like 75, but it's very humid and my house is very stuffy. I turned the AC on. Hopefully that helps a little. I heard an Elizabeth come in. Welcome in. How was the rest of your stream? I unfortunately had to lurk. I'm amazed I literally drip sweat on the board. It's so gross in here. You finished a game? Wow, people finish games? I didn't know that was an option. I honestly didn't know. Need to lurk for the sick child? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I think I heard that at the very last bit of your stream that I caught. That is unfortunate. Hope they feel better soon. All right. Wanted to get this edge fixed before I continued today, since I think I need to lower this even more. Despite the fever said end stream early. Luckily the game was over. Well, you know, fortunate timing there, I guess, huh? Veronica, have you been playing any more Dune? I'm a little hooked. I'm a little hooked, though. I almost rage quit today. I was playing for a little bit earlier, and yeah, it wasn't going well. It wasn't going well. Just a bit, not much. I was I got.
I'm working over here.
Oh, we'll see you later, Ezabet. Um, I got bunched by a worm and learned that you literally lose everything you have, all your money, everything you had on you, all your gear, all your weapons, all your tools, like everything disappears. That was a painful experience. Working through the horror claymation game. That game does look really cool. Like a very cool looking game. I like the art style. Is that what you're playing on Friday? I don't want to get crazy here. Hoping to wrap it up on Friday? Nice. I don't think I've never finished a game on stream. I mean, I mostly play ESO, so there's no opportunity to finish that. But any of the other games I've played, I never finished them on stream. Maybe I'll get there with Life of P, but I'm like I'm playing it a little off stream, and I'm like in a spot where I'm kind of stuck. I got this boss I just can't figure out how to kill. Maybe variety stream? Be a variety streamer? I mean, I'm trying a little. I'm trying a little. Sunday, I did play a little ESO. I was gonna play Atomfall, but like, I got sent a. It wasn't a Steam key; it was an Xbox key. But then Ezbet reminded me that you can just use the Xbox app and install that. So that's still on the agenda. Maybe on probably on Sunday. I did do a whole day of Dune on Monday. I'm getting some variety in there. Variety can be hard. Yeah, I mean, I want to do more variety, but at the same time, so much of my audience is like so ESO centric. I feel like I can't abandon it entirely. This knife is so dull. Marzen, hello, welcome in. Marzen, how's your stream? How's Blueprints? I've yet to play it though. I've seen quite a bit of it. Thanks for bringing your friends over. Oh, it's going good. We just got started for today. You missed the section where I was playing with power tools, but that's probably for the best. It's very noisy. Go. Stream was great. Got more puzzles solved, which is cool. Excited to see what I'm doing here. I'm still working on the same carving. It's been a while. Hey, Rain, welcome in. Did I miss anybody else? Rain, I think I followed you recently after you joined Red's team Twitch Canada stream team. Love the Yellow Timberborn. And yes, I adore Timberborn, though I don't. I've only streamed it like once or twice. It's a very niche game. It's got a very small community, but I love Timberborn. Oh, thank you, Veronica. Thanks for that. You beat me to it. Um, Marzen, have you played any of the updates since they added like subways and zip lines and stuff? It's so good. It's so good. You beat me saying the same thing. Yeah, it's so much fun. Made a zip city. It's great. I made a city with the whole subway system. It was fantastic. I was playing on the experimental branch before it came out. I haven't actually um, done a new build in the release branch yet. Though I've been meaning to. I've been like shopping maps, trying to find an interesting new map, like custom map from the shop to play on. There's some wild maps out there. One day, like we're getting close in this project to where it'll be like I've almost established depths across the whole thing, and we can get into like actually doing some finishing work. 'Cause it's not all flat. There's some like rounding and angles and things to do here, but I'm getting there. You know, it's a process. As soon as you saw the zip lines, I instantly installed experimental. Couldn't wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to get on experimental when I'm like subways. Give me some subways, and they're great. The devs of that game are so good too. They introduced the subways, which are like they like adjust to the way you build them and like automatically connect together, and everyone's like, "Hey, can we get power that does this?" And they're like, "Sure." And that was the best update ever. Guys, don't mind us as we nerd out over this obscure game. I think it has a much big it's got a bigger following over on YouTube than it does on Twitch. Yeah, Timberborn, guys. It's super fun. If you like a nice city builder. An online store where you sell wood art or take commissions? No, no, I don't. Doing these takes me so long that the only first of all, for trying to like the number of hours that I put
Oh
into
shit.
this,
Here we go
I'd
again.
kind of have to charge ridiculous sums. I tend to just give them to people that I care about. Like this one is actually a gift for a friend of mine who I still owe a wedding gift to. And he was over here the other night and I was working on this and he's like, "Hey, that wouldn't happen to be a wedding gift for me." And I'm like, "It actually is. I hope that's okay." He's like, "Sweet." Still a ways to go. And yeah, I wouldn't take commissions only because I don't know. I've been but doing this on stream once a week has helped me keep a regular schedule, but I'll go like long periods of time without like just leaving things in progress and not working. So Tito, someone went online that's very suggestive. SimCity with beavers. It's so good. It is really good. Marzen, if you've got to I did it again. Know what's gonna happen, and I do it anyway. Marzen, if you got to run and go do post stream stuff, please go take care of yourself. And I appreciate the raid as always. And it was fun to get the chance to hang out the other night playing some Dune. Your house is much cooler than mine. Right before you came in, I was telling my story today about how I almost rage quit because I got ate by a worm and lost everything. And then I finally recover. I get a new bike. I get new gear and everything. And I lost my bike in quicksand. Like this, I'm having a day. Almost died in a storm. Got to do dinner, but hopefully be back. All right, yeah. I'm gonna try and get back into it today. Got to work on your Benny Jesuit quest. I gotta find the other quests for skill lines. I only found planetologists so far, and I've got so many skill points. I gotta spend those things.
I'm lurking over here.
Thanks for the lurk, Marzen. Take care. Try not to crack this surface. try today to not blow wood chips all over my PC and sawdust, because like a bad idea. Seems like a pretty bad idea. Really determined to be less hot dog fingered this week. Actually, the last two streams, I made several just horrible blunders. Really trying not to repeat that today. Say, hola. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day.
I'm looking over here.
Grab some Mickey D's before you get whacked by the storm. All right, Tito. I mean, you should make healthier food choices, but, you know, have at it.
Fool this man!
All right. I admit it. I don't like McDonald's. I don't like fast food in general, to be honest. I avoid it at all costs, more or less. Oh man. God damn it. Oh, that was bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. That just gave way entirely. Okay. Well, sometimes you gotta work with the mistakes. Oh boy. That was a lot. Sangravita, hey, how's it going today? I'm sadly starting off today just like I was last week, just making a bunch of errors. But you know, we'll make it work. We're gonna make it happen. Heavy storms at the moment. It's been really nice here, though. I think we are supposed to get some rain a bit later. It's incredibly humid here right now. Like walking outside into a swimming bowl, like swimming pool today. So it's only like 75. It feels much worse. Cut out for me here. Oh, ads. Even notice. Amazing, amazing streamer. Damn, so shaky today. Gouge is so shiny. Are we back from ads? I mean, they're all pretty shiny still. I try to take good care of them, you know? I remember a while back I was looking on like eBay at like used tools, and it's amazing like how bad a condition some people let their tools get into. Gouges all covered in rust and stuff. It's like, what are you doing with your tools, man? These are supposed to be stainless steel. How do you even rust them? How does that work? Oh, welcome back from the ads. I think most are not stainless, but reactive steel holds a better edge. Hmm. I did not know that. I guess yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense. You know, chemically they're different. Stainless isn't necessarily for I don't know. You know what? I don't know if these are. You know, they don't say stainless. I don't know if they are stainless. I've just assumed they were. I think mine are. I don't own the same brand, but you've seen them around. Yeah, they're steel. I don't know. I saw steel like this and I kind of just assumed, but kind of makes sense that they're not. Trying my best to not further destroy this edge. I already had a huge crack here. It's gonna force me to change my plans a little bit, but it's alright. It's alright. Actually gotta drop this all down a bit. Sure, people have been watching me do this for a few weeks now. I'm not making very much progress, but I swear we're getting close to the finishing stage. Like we're over, we're almost there. Of course, then after that, I gotta do some staining. That's a whole other project. Spots where I'm like, why did I do this to myself? What are the plans for the piece when it's done? It's a wedding gift for a couple of my friends who just got married. Or well, not just got married. They got married a little bit ago, and I still owe them a gift. So my friend originally, I'm like, I told him before the wedding, I'm like, I hate just giving people money. Like, let me find you something more personal. He's like, okay, well, there's this wall in our house, and he knows like I go shopping for art and stuff all the time. He's like, if you can find something like approximately this size to fit this wall, that would be really cool. And I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. And then I just never found anything that like particularly stuck with me. over here the other night and saw this in progress. He's like, "Would that happen to be a wedding gift?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it kind of is." He's like, "Sweet." So that's where this is going. A couple other pieces of my art, like a watercolor. He has an old lithograph that I did. Friend's drummer from your band in college paid me back money he owed as a wedding gift. This is much nicer. Giving you back money that he already owed you. That's yeah, that's something else. That's something else, I tell you. Oh man. Dags, hey, shaping up to be quite the shape. That's you're not wrong. Yep, it's some shapes on top of other shapes inside of other shapes. Had to switch to mobile to type because you're cleaning out your keyboard. It's a gross task, Miriam, but everybody's got to do it. Very shapely, very shapely. Miriam, how are you doing tonight? And you two stags, I saw you over in Elizabeth's stream earlier. Found eggshells, Miriam. That's I thought my keyboard was gross, being like full of cat hair, but that's kind of gross. I'm gonna that's mine just gets full of cat hair. Oh my god. Crunchy. No. I got a big error to fix right here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I accidentally knocked off this huge chunk right here. So now I gotta take this whole level and like descend it down, and then this is all gotta come down also. You know, mistakes happen. Your fault for eating eggs at the computer. Less now than you used to, though. Yeah, I haven't seen too many eggs as your snack recently. I went grocery shopping earlier, and I'm standing at I'm at the register before I realized I forgot to buy eggs, and I had to bring all my food out to my car and then go back in and buy eggs. I need eggs so I can make shakshuka again. That meal was delicious. Recession indicator. Oh, the less eggs on stream. I don't know how expensive are your eggs. Our eggs still cost like $5 a dozen. Ran out of the eggs my friend gave me from his chickens. Most importantly, it'd be good to end stream with the same number of fingers you started with. Yeah, yeah, that is true. You know, honestly, the whole time we've been doing this, I haven't hurt myself at all. I know it looks risky sometimes, but I do actually know what I'm doing, kind of. Not that I haven't hurt myself, but I haven't on stream. Other than I I started stream one day with like a little nick on my knuckle, and I don't know where it came from. I think I might have just bumped a tool while I was taking him out of my roll. Just got tired of eggs, but it's funnier to label it as a recession indicator. I always like, I don't know. I have stints, and anybody else have like, you fall in love with a snack and you keep eating it, and then you get tired of it, and then you don't eat it again for a long time, and then you're like, oh, I forgot all about this snack that I used to like. It happens to me all the time. That's my experience with hummus. I go through like phases where I'm like, I want hummus and some pita chips, some pita, and then I buy it all the time, and then I forget about hummus for a while. Yes, except pickles. So it happens, even pickles, it happens to me with pickle love is eternal. No, I don't have pickles in my fridge right now. Well, I've pickled onions and jalapenos, but that's not the same thing. So I'll just snack on a pickled jalapeno. Not gonna lie. Now that you said that, you'll be getting stitches tonight. No, 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 no. I'm gonna be fine. There will be no accidents to be had. I don't believe in jinxing. Gotta become addicted to hummus to the point where you make a big batch. I don't know. I never make my own, though. I could. You know, it's fun. Like, I probably could. I have a giant can of garbanzo beans in my or well, chickpeas. Same thing. In my in one of my cabinets that I was gonna use for soup, but never did. Got chickpeas. I've got garlic. That's the base. I've got olive oil. That's basically hummus, right? Got a nut direction. Tahini sauce, or it's tahini. The sesame sauce. I do like that. I don't think I've ever had it in my house though. I've just had it at like restaurants. I freaking love sesame though. This is supposed to have like some stepped edge here, but I kind of completely annihilated it, and now I give up. Now that's a thing of the past. It's out. Everybody have good dinners. I didn't have a good dinner. Quick dinner. I'm gonna do that after I go grocery shopping. I'm like, this is all the energy I can devote to food today. Where's my lazy dinner? You know, your trend of getting to BGs late on a losing team. Ugh, the worst. I don't know. That that Chaos Ball weekend had me very like annoyed. I kept winning, but I was annoyed by the winning because the other team wasn't trying to win. They were all throwing, and I found it very frustrating. Like I could take a loss and I could take a win, but I don't want to win where the other team is literally trying to lose, or at the very least, not interested in actually winning. Okay, tricky. I think I have positioned my PC far enough away today where I'm not blowing wood chips and sawdust on it. Good for me. I'm sure that's great for your fans, right? Why were they throwing? So it was Chaos Ball weekend, and it was full of people who just wanted to deathmatch. So they just like refused to actually pick up the Chaos Ball. They'd kill the person holding it and then not refuse to pick the thing up. So basically, they were playing with no score. Like They were basically just refusing to play the game. All they wanted to do was, pew pew, get big numbers. It's like you need a few people on your team who want to, go out and get kills, but like I, you're fighting a whole team and they like spend the whole match refusing to pick up the ball at all. It's kind of stupid. Actually worked out fairly well. Lame, lame indeed. Very lame. And Miriam, I'm gonna take your advice. I'll look into that after stream is over. Okay. Didn't turn out too terrible. Previous train, it was good, but you're not streaming that category would feel out of place. No, the return of Miriam just to get follows, right? That sounds like you. Get a self promotion out there. Do it. I am terrible at that. Tempting, right? I need somehow a smaller gouge. It's like, I don't want to use the micro tools. They're a micro pain in the ass. Kitty Riot, hey, welcome in. Micro pain in the ass, but actually works. Right? How's your day going? Just one spot. Supposed to be. Last time you rented, someone bitched about you not playing the game enough and chatting, so be prepared for some weirdos. Okay. Well, I would expect there'd be a few. Or, a bunch of backseaters. Which, it's like, I'll ask for advice in my ESO streams, like if I'm trying to consider a certain thing or whatever, but it's like playing this game forever. I don't really need advice. Like not unsolicited advice. Literally told me to told on you the organizer. It was wild. What the fuck? That's just weird. That's weird. That's unhinged behavior right there. Yes, she was not playing the game enough or correctly. She interacted with chat too much. Sorry, that was my attempted voice acting, Miriam. How do you like my nerd voice? Was that all right? Maybe I'll use that for the devil. Right. It's insane. I mean, I think overall the ESO community is pretty chill. There's a few weirdos, but for the most part, it's good people. I only know because they were a good friend of the person I raided into, and it was super obvious. Good, perfect, okay. Actually, I'm gonna have to put a poll up in like Discord. Should I attempt to voice act the Grim Reaper in Date with Death and see what people think? I'm not promising anything of quality, but it might be good for a laugh. Okay. Fucked all this up last week, so hmm. It's better if it's low quality. All right, well, then it'll be fantastic by that measure. I forgot to turn that redeem off tonight. Just don't redeem it. I only have one monitor. It would be a little weird. Plus, don't you want to see my facial expressions while reading this corny dialogue? I imagine it's got to be part of the appeal, right? I'll to think about which section of the raid I would want to sign up for. Like there were still
I
some.
don't know whether to laugh or vomit.
Hey, Attack. How is it going? Attack, I'm sure you had a good laugh at my misfortune today. I, I was I was having a time. I very nearly rage quit. I'm not gonna lie. I almost pieced out. You're cackling. Yeah, I would have been cackling too. I was cursed today. I was so cursed. We're talking about Dune. I got eaten by a worm and lost all my belongings, and then also destroyed my bike like 10 minutes later. Brand new. Brand new, lost it. Like, so it's not great. Then I almost died in a sandstorm. I was having a time. Yeah, I couldn't catch a break today. Were we talking about the raid train? We were, Tack, yeah. I was being encouraged to sign up, which I have not done. Doing a story one, possibly PvP if they don't have someone for that time slot. Yeah, it looked like they still had like a PvP and like a housing time slot. You know, I do those things. Probably better I do those than like a story section. Oh, I guess I haven't done Westfield. I still haven't done Westfield, so you know, maybe. Or, you know, the Gold Road story. To do housing, but just couldn't puck up one outside your normal stream times. Yeah, that makes sense. Or Cinium for the billionth time. Well, I mean, it's a good choice for like story time. That is one of the better stories in the game. I think most people agree. Doing it on Book Daddy, plus it's the first story expansion, so seems good. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, as long as no one's doing the Solstice story, right? That would be a poor decision. No others will be doing the main storyline, and yeah, I like Solstice, especially for like console. You know, that shit literally just came out what, like yesterday. That's spoiler. That's spoiler territory. Started doing some finishing in this section last week, and that was foolish because I wasn't ready for it. Especially after I messed this up. Now I gotta like carve all this down like freaking quarter of an inch and ruin the whole wedge I had started carving in here. It's fine. Tried to turn off the redeem for you, by the way, but I don't think I can. Oh, for Date with Death. It's okay. If someone redeems it, I'll just refund. I don't have a second monitor. Also, I'm on the crappy mic. Be weird to attempt it. Oh, yeah, I don't even know how to give someone editor rights, to be honest. That just means that basically they can change the stream title and category, right? That's never seemed particularly necessary. Oh, and start a raid. No, I never considered that one. That might actually be handy. Done in the roles manager. Miriam is wise. Yeah, I mean, as long as you trust your mods to not just like raid you out to somebody else in the middle of a stream, right? you go away for a bio break, you come back, you've raided out. that, that'd be a funny joke. That'd be pretty funny. Heck, you don't know how much that increased your hubris. Yeah, well, check how humble you're feeling today. We'll find out. For some reason, every time you do that, though, you get like 95% in here. The bot knows nothing.
Don't tell me
There it
how to
is.
do
I knew it.
humble.
I called
My
it.
humble ranks among the greatest in the history of the universe.
That's right. Tito gets it a lot too. It's like right after we do Time Guesser, and he's like, owns every question. Gets 97% humble. The bot is off it. The bot is off its rocker sometimes. 49%. Hey, so humble. I should be extremely humble today. I was humbled. 37 bullshit. This is all upside down. I was very humbled today, okay? I got repeatedly humbled. One day we'll be as humble as Miriam. One day, one day. Miriam truly is the calculon of Twitch. One of the greatest
Don't
humbles.
tell me how to do humble.
This
My
is bullshit,
humble ranks
okay?
among the greatest in the history of the universe.
this bot is smoking crack.
You were saying the games are rigged.
Tito, it's such a lie. Such a lie. Hey, you're both here. If one of you wants to redeem Time Guesser, I wouldn't be opposed, as my hand is kind of cramping up at the moment, so it wouldn't be a horrible time. I'm just gonna say, if one of you cares to redeem one of our time travelers. Believe it. Tito gives these bots BJs. Amen. Amen. Tito agrees. Tito has done something to the bots. This section so much. All right. Giving me some room to work with. I want to wait until you say you're done streaming for the night. Oh, yeah, devious tack. Why? Because I did that to you? I did that to you last night? Hey, it seemed like the right time, okay? I thought you'd appreciate finishing up. Last night was rough. What did we get, like 40, 48? Come on, you loved it. It was perfect. It was perfect timing, all right? My timing's impeccable. In the middle of a heavy IA run, you'll be useless. Oh, IA. Tito, you in there score pushing or something? IA. I only ever do the first 2 arcs. Okay. All right, Miriam. Thanks for the lurk. We'll see you later. Enjoy your show. Or, what'd you say, the 3rd, 4th time? Enjoy. I may watch that show one of these days. Never seen it. But everybody talks about it. Possibly 4th. I mean, it's got to be good. They get that many rewatches. Good things. Watched it. IA for the Necro set. Oh, a little corpse buster. I've never once gone into IA with a Necro. Because I never play Necro. Like, ever. Though I've essentially turned my Stamsork into a Necro. Unbelievably. They're basically a Necro. I have heard Corpse Buster is like super strong, so I mean, probably worth the effort. Tito, how far are you into the subclass grind? I've kind of given up for the moment. I'm on the however it happens phase right now, where I'm like, this is too much grinding. I'm ground out. Had a subclass what you needed to, so it'll be good until you make a new tune. I'm like, I already had a problem where I have so many like unused characters, and now that problem is even compounded and worse now. Where it's like I wanted to resurrect a Necro and play it, and I keep trying, and now that seems impossible. Pretty average, Veronica. Of course, Miriam and Tito came in here and got like 90, 91, and 97% or something. The bot is full of shit, okay? The bot is full of it. Right? The bot is correct. No, 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 no. The bot is out of its mind. Miriam is a megalomaniac. It does seem like that sometimes. She's the only person who thinks hubris is like a positive quality. it's I'm still think she's a little confused about the definition. Listen, tell me. You used the word once around her? Okay. And it just became a thing? Playlist is digging Tom Petty tonight. Like in 2023, she thought it was positive. She's apparently hasn't learned yet. Oh, we've got ads coming in a minute. I should probably get up and stretch. It's been halfway through my time here. So I'm feeling my back's feeling all right. Maybe I'll go an extra hour. Snerd, hey, how you doing tonight? Snerd, thanks for sharing your build video with me. Very informative. Snerd does some cool builds over on YouTube for you, so has a crazy, crazy healer build going on for the new patch. Can't sleep, it's far too hot. Um, it's not that, I was saying earlier, it's not that hot here today. It's only like 75. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Like, I don't know, like 17 or, no, it's got to be higher than that. Not that hot, but it's stupidly humid. So it was very gross in my house. I had to turn the AC on so I didn't sit here and sweat all over my piece here. Yeah, you guys don't have AC. Yeah, it's I guess like I can empathize a bit because like actually in the US if you go to the south like everybody has central air, right? Whereas in like the northeast that's like basically doesn't exist and you might have, window AC units, but that's like really about it. And some people will barely use theirs or not have any at all and basically be in the same situation as you with no AC. There are some places in the US, if you don't have AC, like in Texas, I'm sure Veronica knows, you're in Texas some days, like 110 degrees, you don't have AC, people are literally dying. Have central AC, it's a necessity there. I think I like misunderstand the weather of British Columbia. I would have thought it was like more temperate there. – 95 plus here all last week. Jeez. Yeah, we had one day where it got up to like 80, and then this month has been freedom units only. As the bed is back. Feel really distracted. Yeah, you gotta like AC in Florida necessity too. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we had one day in like the 80s, and then it's mostly just been like mid 60s here, and like rainy for like the last 6 weeks. It's actually I don't mind it. It's been other than the rain, it's been pretty pleasant. Can't really complain. All right, I should stand up and stretch. Hmm. What's up, Veronica? I hope you guys didn't audibly hear the snap, crackle, pop of my back as I was stretching. So I don't know, maybe some of you would find that sort of thing satisfying. People like weird things on the internet. Drink water? Okay. I'm drinking water. Okay. Hydrated. Okay, that's my chair. Gotta. We've gotta.
Drink lots of water.
Oh, thanks, Nerd. I'll drink even more water. We've got a quest appearance. All right, that's my chair. he, he wants to be in my. He wants to be in my lap. I start date everything, or have it be first experienced on stream. I yearn to play and fuck my bed. What the fuck is this game? What are you guys doing? Okay, okay, Quest. You don't make working very easy, buddy. All right. I'm trying to put him down, and he's just like, nah. On stream? Yeah, I think you should play it on stream. That sounds like a good laugh, you know? I'll see, I'll see. Okay. It sounds like a thing. Here we go. I'm excited to fuck the dinner table. What the fuck? Is this the JD Vance game? What's going on with this game? Is there there's couch fucking? Voice actors are incredible. Can't wait. What? What now, Veronica? Wait, what did I just hear? As a Tack is playing some weird game where you can have sex with everything, apparently. I don't know, okay? I'm late to this conversation. Ever read V. Andrews? No. No, nope. Can't say I have. Nothing to be alarmed about about. This is all perfectly normal conversation, right? Veronica's out of pickles, the tragedy. We're going into dark rooms in the game. I turn on every switch you see, and I am turned on easily by everything. With Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut does seem like a good pickle alternative. Your salt. Love both pickles and sauerkraut. I don't know if I like sauerkraut. One of those things I need to try again. I don't remember liking it, but maybe I would. I've been trying to give foods another shot that I haven't tried in a long time that I think I don't like, just to see if, hey, wait, maybe they're not so bad. Don't be weak. Hey, I mean, we're allowed to have our own personal tastes, right? I don't think there's any salvaging fruit for me, but I'm gonna try other things. I mean, I told you I was trying to learn to like mushrooms. It's a work in progress, but I'm working on it. I don't get how you don't like any fruit. Well, it's not so universal. I do like, like apples and pears, and I love Asian pears. Mushrooms are delicious. You're snacking on some raw ones right now. You're a menace though. Raw mushrooms? I don't know about that one. The texture, man. The texture is something else. Imagine raw dogging mushrooms. Asian pears are so good. Asian pears are like delicious. They're like one of my favorite things. I kind of miss. I used to work in Burlington, and there was an H Mart there that had just like the most incredible variety of different Asian pears, and I would go in and just buy up tons of them. They were so good. Ever had a golden pear? Oh my god, it's so good. So good. Yeah, raw dog and mushroom seems insane to me. A little bit insane, I'm not gonna lie. Ate like a pound of strawberries the other day. Strawberries I can like kind of tolerate like in something. Strawberries, dragon fruit, Asian pears, so many good fruits. Like a raw berry on its own. Berries don't. Berries, I don't know. They don't taste right to me. Never have. Could you feed me raspberries off your fingertips? Okay, well that's would certainly be a sight. Do I hate loud public spaces? Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do, yeah. Foods like mushrooms. I like zucchini. I love basically every vegetable. I will dig on just about any vegetable anytime. Give me all of them. Yeah, like when I go out for drinks with my friends, like we intentionally go to places we know aren't going to be loud. We've reached that age where we just find loud spaces. Well, at least me. I think most of them too. We're over loud places. We'd like to be able to speak to each other without yelling, you know? Radical idea, I know. Canadian, hey, how's it going tonight? Common thing with folks that have sensory issues. I don't think I have like sensory issues necessarily. Like I wouldn't put it that way. Camera flip on me, or is the camera? Hold on here. Okay. I'm just realizing when I'm looking at my stream that the camera has been frozen. Is like frozen. Okay, it's not frozen. Okay, all right. Sensory issues too. Growing up to hate loud places for dinner, especially. Oh yeah, me too. Like a super loud restaurant. It doesn't like make me uncomfortable or anything. I just don't like it. It's my preference to not have to yell at people. I'm not a yeller, okay? I'm a soft-spoken person. It's like bland food. Yeah, I don't like bland food either. I spice my food up. Oh, what does the redeem do? Oh, Canadian has chosen time guesser for us. Canadian, it's a little side game we play. Yeah, we're gonna play a little mini game. We're gonna take a little break. Pack's ready. We can summon Tito out of lurk mode. We're gonna take a little break. Let me get time guesser up. Time guesser is like it's kind of like GeoGuessr, except we're gonna see photographs and we have to decide where in the world they were taken and in what year. It's basically the deal. Get it up. Oh, there. Guys, I have too many sources in OBS. I can't find anything anymore. Too much. Also would love to find a more effective way to keep track of the size of this window. There we go. That's good enough. Oh yeah, how is the air quality out there? I know people in the States have been complaining about how bad the air quality is from from that situation. All right, guys. Feel free to play along. If you've got any insights on where we are, we're going to do the daily. Pack, I hope you haven't already done the daily. So hot. Okay, Olympic Airways. Oh, I see Swiss Air. Okay, I suspect we're in Switzerland. Athens International? Really? Yeah, it does look kind of arid. Okay, yeah, alright. But it does look like the Alps. Okay, it's arid. Alright, I get it. Looking pretty like late 70s, early 80s maybe. Early 70s, late 60s? Okay. Canadian says 84, 69, 67 from Tito. Canadian, just to let you know, Tack and Tito are like time travelers who are way too good at this game, so I will often to defer to them because they, they they're usually right. All right, where's the freaking airport? IKEA Athens Airport. (1867) 71. Go 67 is fine. 69 is more fun. But Tito went with 67. But I'm gonna split the difference. Put it in 68. There we go. 69 actually. 69 was correct. 69 was correct. Okay. Guys, I couldn't have known there was another airport. Okay. Like, always go 69. It looks like it's not an airport anymore. No, it's still an airport. Maybe. It's not even labeled as an airport, but it looks like an airport. Okay, I can't, I'm not at fault for that, okay? Failed. Pretty, I mean, yeah. I mean, I went to the international airport. Maybe this is the old airport? I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? Okay. Um, curves. Is this Haiti? Or are we in Africa? Cameroon. Cameroon. Uh, Cameroon. Cameroon. Where are you? Not good at. There's a lot of countries in Africa, guys. My mouse. Oh yeah, here it is. 2015. Yaoundé. Okay. I'm just plopping it. Okay, here you go, Tack. We have a lot of trouble with the year in Africa. Also, often because we look at the vehicles and then we get thrown off because the vehicles look old, but it's like newer. 2015. I mean, the quality of the picture is very high. 2017. I don't see a lot else to go on for the year. This truck here looks fairly new. 2017. It is such a mixed bag. I'm gonna go attack on this one. It's a mixture. Friggin' tack nailing the year. Ow. Alright, my random pin wasn't too bad. 2 miles. 3 miles. Canadian, I told you, Tack and Tito are just like, I don't know how they get these things. It's ridiculous, to be honest. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Hawaii? Yep, Hawaii. Waikiki Beach. Looks like in the 60s, maybe? Late 50s? Okay. Wait. There it is. Waikiki. Gonna be like here-ish. Yes. Drop the pin. Drop it. Drop the pin. Salt Lake City, 1945. Hold on, let's see if we can spot a date here. There, but not really readable. I can't really read it. Guys, oh, there we go, finally. Drop the freaking pin already. I think we're like right here. I'm not zooming in on feet. 58. Now I'm trying to see the date on the paper is right here, but it's not really legible. 58. 50. Okay, you like 58? All right, we're going 58. Everybody's in agreement. Boom. Okay, it was a little farther up the beach. It's a cool picture. Nailing it. Hmm. Some kind of motorcade Jakarta. I don't know how you got Jakarta so quickly. I guess we're somewhere on a main strip here. The flag. Asia flag, a Dutch flag. Favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers? Yeah.
I'm lurking over here.
Work for Anime Club. Have fun, Lady Riot. I hope you're watching something good. 71. Okay. Okay. You guys seem very certain. Let's do it. Okay, I was a mile off, but you guys nailed the year. Nice job. Nice job, guys. We're kind of killing it. Like we're not nailing the locations exactly like to the dot, but we haven't been more than like a year off. Is this Rio? Yeah, I kind of thought that was in the background there. I can't tell if the black and white is like a red herring here. I feel like it could be later though, Tack. Like much later, and we're being conned by the black and white photo. Okay. Cement architecture does not help. No. Nothing in the picture helps particularly. I mean, it's just an old woman in old woman dress and a guy in a like a relaxed, kind of relaxed attire. I actually, is that an ashtray? No, here's an ashtray. What is this thing? Is that like a wine holder or something? It's called art. Golly, no, I don't know if it is. I thought it was something functional, perhaps. Fuck me, I guess. Where is this mountain? I'm just trying to figure out where this might be located. Because it's not here, right? Streamer insults all artists live on stream while being in the art category. Yeah, that's how I do. Somewhere on the water. I don't know. Right on the water. Over here. I don't know. Hard to say. Cabana. Like, I know where that is. No, no, it's fine. If you know where it is, please, please, you're allowed. You guys are allowed to Google things. The rule is I only Google flags to make sure it's the flag I'm thinking of. Brazil. It is Brazil. We're debating about where in Rio, though. Like, where is this mountain on the map? Where would they be across front ocean, across water? Is it like here? I don't doubt your. It's when you're not around, Tito. I don't doubt your flag capabilities. You know you're a flag freak. All right, we're guessing. Damn. 60. You guys nailed the years today. Just absolutely crushing it with the years. That weird outcropping. Yeah, I kind of thought I was like, I guess it's here. Or it's like over here. It's not really labeled on the map. But I figured it had to be here. Yeah, yeah. No, no, that's what I figured, Tack. That's why I put it here. Because it's got to be like looking at here or here or whatever. All right, we did pretty good. Let's see the final score. 49-5. Very respectable. Very respectable, guys. Canadian, the maximum score is 50,000, and we're normally at 49,000 something when we play this. We're entirely too good at this game. Yeah, look at this. 0 years off. 4 out of 5. 1 year off on one of them. I threw. I didn't throw anything. Why would I throw in my own channel? Yeah, Tito and Tack are very good at this. They're very, very good at it. Nice job, guys. That was worth every point? Oh, I'm glad you think so. That's a pretty regular occurrence on the channel. It's only redeemable once per stream. It's a nice little distraction. Usually takes like 15-ish minutes or so. Over on Tack's channel, it takes a half hour though. Tack, you get so into the nitty gritty of trying to find the exact location. Tack really, really gets into it. Okay. I want the perfect score, and I don't have Tito that often. I feel like I could get Tito pretty often these days. I'm trying to, this needs to slope from the high point here all the way down to here to a recess beneath this point. Like, I gotta bring down these inner areas just a little. I need a little more room to work with. Need that coveted 50K. I mean, it's gonna be really tough. What am I making exactly? Canadian, it's, let me flip it around. So sometimes I change my mind about what way is right side up. It's just abstract art, Canadian. I take blocks of wood and turn them into modern art. It's nothing in particular. It's whatever you see is exactly what it is. Eating fruit leather, you know, it's a snack, I suppose. Just ate the whole little roll. Kind of late, I feel like because he turns into a pumpkin later at night. It's a burb. Could be a burb. Other people were saying it kind of looks like a gas mask or like maybe a plague doctor's mask. See a boat floating on some crazy waves. This boat floating on some crazy waves. I like it. I mean, there is another one that I have around that's another work in progress that literally did turn into a bird, even though I didn't intend it at all. Where is it? Yeah, this one very much unintentionally turned into a bird. It's very bird. Toucan, kind of a toucan. A little bit. Unintentional. Sometimes that just happens. Quest. I stood up for the briefest seconds. Quest is like under my butt as I'm sitting down. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you can hear him. He's demanding attention. You don't know how to say. I thought the second one was correct, Tack. I don't know. Postal Service. It's too bad they never made any more music. Their creative process is kind of wild, too. The band is called Postal Service because they just recorded pieces of music and then sent them through the mail to each other, and then kind of scrapped together a classic album out of random pieces. It's kind of funky. Should be back here. A little better. Wood is very impressive. Lavish. Okay, we're not accepting that here either. No, it's okay. We well, we accept all the innuendos about wood here. That's been the running joke of these streams for a while. My titles the last couple of weeks have been less suggestive than my early ones. If you have any stream title suggestions for this about woodworking or types of wood, hit me up in Discord. I just love the wood. Wait. Hmm. Veronica, I just saw your message. I was not. Okay. Hold up. Veronica says I was zooming in on my feet on stream. This is not a thing. Okay. There weren't any feet shots. Maybe unintentionally at the very beginning of stream when I was using the Dremel for a minute. There's no intentional feet work here. Feet. That has not rubbed off on me, Veronica, okay? I'm not using my foot finder, okay? Heck, I didn't even know what that was like 2 weeks ago. Ed came in here talking about foot finder. Alright, I didn't even know what it was. I still don't want to know what it is, okay? In non-pervert related convo, this game's artistic direction is so good. Assistant and playing Dune. Heck, I found so much carbon right across from my house. It was just there all along. Just directly across the little like gap in the desert. There's like a whole road with that's just like full of it. I've seen people that make chairs, etc., by bending trees so that they grow into the shape of the furniture. Yeah, I have seen that, and that's pretty cool. I don't make furniture or anything like that. I'm not crafty in that way. I've never actually attempted it, but I do admire woodworking of that variety. I also really like watching like wood turning. That's really cool. West is just going insane. Got the zoomies. You know what also I also find fascinating is Japanese wood carving joints and like Chinese like the Chinese do it too. Like these ancient structures that are built with like no nails at all. They're just held together by these elaborate wood joints. I know I told you where it's where you got yours, man. Oh, it's just Veronica's still in the claymation game. That game does look awesome. Also admire woodworking. Did some wood turning in a shop once upon a time. I can't remember the account's name. There's a cool account over on YouTube that just does nothing but like crazy turning projects. Okay, quite actually. Still trying to find a pottery stream. Unfortunately, I feel like there's not a great variety of people. For pottery, you might try, instead of the art category, maybe try like makers and crafters. I don't remember ever having seen one. I feel like there's a lack of variety. Like I've joked before when I try and rate out of the art category that you have to scroll through so many pages in the art category to get out of big titty anime girls. it's like it's like 90% of the category is people drawing anime. And I don't want to hate on anime. I just, it's not my vibe. I wish there was people doing more people doing more serious pursuits, I guess I would say. It's just not working out. What's wrong with big titties? Like big titty wood carvings? Yeah. If there were big titty wood carvings, I'd rate into that. Like that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that tech. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying it's like I don't know. I feel like it's a little pandering, right? Like sure, I'm sure it gets views. It seemingly gets views and like okay, they can do them. Friend of yours just got a kiln built and is starting his pottery journey. Wife said he should stream it. Yeah, go for it. I did quite a bit of that in college. I think you need to check the crafts category. I think you'd be more likely to find the pottery stuff in the crafts category. Nothing wrong with big titties. Nothing wrong with little titties. That is true. We accept all flavors here. Flavor varieties? Would that be better instead of this? I'm sure they have. Okay, poor wording. Varieties. Okay. Test something here. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a bit too much. Oh, quest is in the wood chips. Guys, there's wood chips all over my house. I can't every time I look somewhere, there's more wood chips on my floor. They're freaking everywhere. They even make their way upstairs. I don't even know how that works. How about them sports ball teams? Yeah, perhaps my condolences, Canadians. Florida, man. You know, in Boston, we traded away our captain to them and then he wins the Stanley Cup. Also, it's like we trade him away, he wins the Stanley Cup. We fire a coach, he goes to another team, immediately wins the Stanley Cup. Like it's a parade of loser decisions here. But I was rooting for Canada because Florida doesn't deserve to have nice things. That's right, I said it. Fuck Florida. Wow. Wow. Do I have a hand vac? I don't have a hand vac. Actually, even worse, Veronica, my vacuum stopped working and I haven't bought a new one yet. I'm hoping I can figure out how to get it working again. Because the motor runs, but it's just not sucking. It's just got like no suction. And I don't know what its issue is. Because it's running, but it's just not doing anything. I don't know why. You lived in Florida for 45 years, so you must agree. Sell them to a pet store. It's a Dyson, Veronica. You know, it should last, right? I mean, I've had it for, I don't know, it's probably like 10 years old at this point, but it used to work really nicely. You agree? I have a lot of surrogate families stuck there still. I cleaned all the filters. Like I don't know. I feel like I gotta like take the container apart or something. There's got to be some clog in there. I don't know. I've definitely cleaned all the filters. I looked through it for clogs. I don't see anything visible, but that's got to be what's going on. It's just got to be clogged up because the motor's still running. Second husband bought you a Dyson for Christmas, and people got upset that it was the gift. I mean, well, I can see their point, right? You know, oh, here's a vacuum cleaner to do housework for me, kind of deal. I don't know if that was, you know, the intention or maybe you asked for it. But I could see where you know, why people would think that it's not an appropriate, you know, Christmas gift for your wife. Coveted the Dyson. I only got it cuz like mine had broken and I was out with my sister. She was visiting. She's like, "You need a new vacuum." I'm like, "You're right, I do." And she picked it out. She's like, "Here, buy this one." I'm like, this like the damn Rolls Royce of vacuum cleaner. She's like, "Yeah, go ahead. You deserve it." I'm like, "I don't know why I deserve a vacuum, but all right, sure." She talked me into it. Called Dyson. Apparently, they have good customer service. I've heard that. Probably do. Yes, he was a total asshole. Okay. This is why you respect me. I got it. Yeah, yeah. I'm not an idiot. I mean, sometimes I am, to be fair. Often. toxic and respectful at not only treating women as people, but also calling out bullshit fuckery. Thank you. Well, I try, you know. I endeavor to not be a misogynist dick. It's not that difficult. It turns out it's not all that hard. It's one thing if you like wanted that Dyson and he got it, another if he got it to be a dink and tell you to clean. Yeah, right, exactly. That is bad husband move right there. Even I know that. I've never been married. I would not make such a stupid mistake. Got ads coming up. All right, guys, I'm gonna run ads and quickly take a bio break and refill my water here. I'll be back in just a minute. Oh, the ads are already in progress. The ad manager was lying to me. Ads are already over too. I'm on the big screen. That's right. Yeah, sorry. The ad manager was lying to me. It said they hadn't started yet, but they had already started. All right, quick break. Get some of this compound off of here. Getting a little ridiculous. There's no actual visible leather going on here. Uh, Taking a moment to sharpen here. Gotta keep these edges honed or things become very difficult. Carve us a pickle for Tack and I. Um, that doesn't sound like the hardest project. Giggity. Sorry, that was not intentional. I've never actually carved anything that was actually representational. Not that I think I'm incapable or anything. It's just not 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 my thing, I suppose. Disappointed in me? Okay. Did I make a bad joke? That's worrisome. Please don't split this edge, please. All right, there we go. Well, that was aggressive. Hmm. Normally go only another 15 minutes, but I'm feeling all right. I think I might just go an extra hour tonight. Man, well, Gina Moreno is one of your OG crushes you still have. I gotta be honest, I saw Deftones multiple times live, and they were terrible every time. Oh, their shit live, that's well known. Yeah, they were bad. They were bad every time. Uh, your love and lust remains all the same, Veronica. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, we've all got our crushes, I suppose. Cannot get this edge right. What's my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song? A tough one. Tough. No. I think I've had several different favorites over the years. I don't know. You have a particular favorite, Veronica? I know a lot of people aren't fans, which I get. Billy Corgan's voice is an acquired taste, I would say. Storm! Storm, hi! Welcome in. I got startled by my own raid noises. Welcome in, raiders. Storm, I didn't know you were on. Oh my god, it's a Pooh and a Cup sighting. Pooh, hi. I hope you're doing good. Mira, hello. Veronica, hey. I haven't seen Pooh around in a while. I hope you're doing well. Short stream, but a fun stream. What'd you get up to? Playing some ESO, I assume? Burrito, hey, welcome in, guys. You've caught me sitting here playing with my wood, as I do on Wednesday evenings. Hunting leads in Tamriel. Or you are all welcome for the shoutouts. Only Wednesdays, yeah, only Wednesdays, V. Just Wednesdays. I have what people like to call self-control. Yep, a lot of self-control. Yep. Hey, Crypt, welcome in. Oh, I think Crypt, I keep forgetting to add you to my auto shout out. Crypt too. Guys, drop all the follows for people. There's a lot of ESO fam in here, I think. Stand inside your love is your all-time favorite. Okay. That one's not like spring into mind for me. Let's add it. Let's cue it up. Storm, if you gotta go raid and run and do do puppy things, I completely understand. And
I'm lurking over here.
noisy dog stuff. I figured that would be the case. Storm, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. All right, it's in the queue, Veronica. It was weird to have your dog start humping behind you. Well, at least there's no cam, right? So that would have been really funny for everybody watching, right? Guys, we're making decent progress today. I keep saying this, but we actually are like we're closing in. We're almost to the finishing touches. I've got the depths mostly resolved. Still got one stupid error here to fix, but like we're getting there. I don't know who else came in with the raid. I'm sure I've met everybody who came in with the raid in Storm's chat at some point. You guys know you find me here on the weekends playing some ESO, but on Wednesdays I've been doing this little art project for quite a while now. These things take me a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very slow and meticulous. We got a little lots of work, got a break between meetings. It's nice to hear you're keeping busy. Busy is usually good, right? I do recall this song now, Veronica. It's been a while since I listened to this particular album. Seen them live 4 times. Nice. I don't. They've been one of my favorite bands since I was a teenager. I never got to see them live though. I think that's because like my friends weren't personally fans, and going to a concert by yourself. I know some people do it. I've done it before, but I can't say I'm a huge fan. Soundtrack to your childhood. Even got to meet Billy Corgan. Nice. Though he's a bit of a strange one. Him and his. You seen the video of him talking about how he saw a lizard person? That he saw a person transform into a lizard person. It's like it's quite a drug trip. Super cool, very chill. I would imagine. Well, we didn't talk that long, so I would. Yeah, I only. I think I told this story on like I forget whose stream it was when. I think maybe it was at Storm's stream. She was playing an Everlast song, and I recounted the time that I smoked a blunt with Everlast outside the Paradise in Boston. Chill guy. I think that's the only like notable musician. No lizard talk. That interview is bizarre. If you've never seen it, look it up. It's so weird. That's a very bizarre claim. Only because it was Lollapalooza and other bands were roaming around while they weren't performing. I never went to a Lollapalooza back in the day. They had some good lineups, though. Just Billy and Darcy. Darcy, who's now like a farmer or something. Long ass time ago, 94. I don't worry. There were a few of us are old in here. Or, we're not old, we're experienced, okay? Experienced. Yeah, like Jimmy said. Exactly. Actually have this whole little section I need to like inset here and I'm just like procrastinating because it's such a pain in the ass. I did see get to see Nine Inch Nails several times. Show. Now this is Elizabeth's happy place. Dogs have been handled and dinner found. Time to watch your wood stuff. Okay. Welcome back, Storm. I hope the pups are doing well. Nine Inch Nails amazing. Haven't had the chance. KMFDM. No, I never saw them either. I wasn't like super into them, I would say. One of my friends is like a huge fan of theirs though. Every single album almost just perfection. I mean, I guess a couple of like, the later albums I'm not as big of a fan of. Not that they're bad. It was just hard to live up to the early work. Later may not be the best, sure, but the first freaking LP just blew your mind. Yeah, it was so different, you know, so different at the time. Though I have to admit, that album came out when I was like, what, that album is like 90 or 91 or something. I was still fairly young then. Took me a while to catch on to that one. Holy scuff. And Ben Burnley from Breaking Benjamin is doing 8 shows acoustic, and you get to see? Nice. Haven't been sick for 5 years and haven't been able to go. Bought tickets to your first concert. That's awesome. I haven't been to a show in like quite a while. Like me and my friends used to pick one concert a year and go, but we haven't done that since 2020. Unfortunately, we just never got back in the habit. Forget had a show we were supposed to go to in 2021 and it ended up getting canceled. Actually, I think it was we were gonna go see Method Man and Redman. That would have been fun. Pretty Hate Machine and Tori Amos. Little Earthquakes got you through high school along with Hole. Live Through This. Another classic. Are you seen Tori Amos? Yeah. What happened in 2020 openly weeps. I'm sorry for bringing it up, Storm. Yeah, it wasn't the best time, huh? Drove 8 fucking hours to see her. That is a long trip for a concert. I admire the commitment. I guess maybe I guess it depends on where you live in the country, right? Like you live out in, you know, out in the west, that could be the distance you're driving to see a show. In the Northeast, everything's so close. I remember like routinely going to New York to see shows, and that's like, I mean that's a trip, but it's really not that bad. And T-shirt got lost over the years. Mom was on the way to see her. Well, yeah, dual trip, two birds, one stone, right? Yeah, we're lucky with the amount of venues. Yeah, we really are, Tack. Like, I've gone to New York for shows. I've gone down to Providence for shows. Clearly into Boston. Sometimes even Worcester has some decent shows. Like I saw George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic at the Palladium in Worcester. It's like this tiny, tiny little place. That was a fun show. Share the same birthday with Anthony Kiedis. Nice. I always laugh when I see whenever I rewatch Back to the Future and Flea's in it. I'm like, how did this happen? I don't even know. What's the story of Flea being in Back to the Future? How did that occur? Last band you saw was the Mars Volta like 2 years ago. Bit of a dry spell. Yeah, I'm in a long dry spell for shows. And it's like I one of my I'm kind of in the club too. I don't love big crowds these days, but one of my friends is like vehemently is like a regular we would go to shows with is vehemently anti big crowd these days. It might be time to tackle this. It might be time. I've got to somehow correct this. I'm glad you guys are having a good music conversation here. I've lost the thread with chat, but taking daughter to lots of concerts, a great way to keep bonding with teens after they grow out of doing movies, etc. I feel like teenagers always reach an age where they just don't want anything more to do with parents very much. It's good to find those things. I don't have any kids myself, but I was that kid, so you know. Just going with you to the Breaking Benjamin show. Nice. Decided to try and level in Steam. Hmm. There's. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that was a thing. To be honest, I forgot that was a thing. There's leveling up in there. Last week I cracked this in half. I got to create a new level for it. That's fine. It's fine. I'll make it work. And stalk me on Steam. Well, we are friends over there. Knock yourself out. Did have my profile like pretty locked down, but I had to unlock it, so like I was like could look at my game collection or whatever. You know what? Worth it. They've given me several free games at this point. Wait, you people have friends? As a bet, you've got friends. Daughter is 30 now. You never stop doing shit to bond with them. I mean, that's a good idea. The two that are adults last night, all four, two your bonus kids got on chat and demanded I play Among Us with them. That's pretty sweet. Storm told you that having your profile set to private means you're playing hentai games. Busted. There's nothing all that embarrassing in my Steam library. Okay, you guys have at it. No furry games, no hentai games. But goddamn, if Steam isn't just riddled with that stuff, right? You look at the trending games list and it's all so gross. A lot of freaking thirsty people on Steam, that's for sure. It's one of those math Puritans. I'm I'm literally an atheist, but sure. I don't know. I prefer debauchery in real life, okay? we'll, we'll just put it that way. Sheesh. Okay. All right. That's just for. I was at work one time, and like the previous weekend, I had been at this party that got a little weird. Okay, I was at this party, it got a little weird. All right, perverts, and I had this video on my phone. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, but it was a video of one of my friends spanking one of my other friends. Okay, I think things were weird. All right, it got a little weird. Right, and it was on my phone, but I had some other pictures on my phone of something, and it's at work, and I like one of this woman that I worked with who was like a little older than me, but had kind of a crush on me, and was like, "No, this wasn't any dick pics. No, there's no dick pics. Okay, there's no dick pics." I had taken pictures of something else over the weekend, and she's like, I, I forget where I was in, like some park or something. So I handed her my phone to look at these pictures, and she starts scrolling through my pictures and gets to this video of oh, thanks Malady and hello. And she gets to the spanking video, and I'm like, oh shit, that is not safe for work. Please. And she's just like, wow, okay, I've got like all new ideas about you now. I'm like, whoa, okay, don't jump to conclusions. I feel like I earned some weird reputation at work after this event. What a story to come back to. Okay, Booba's labia pics. I think the count has been artificially embrace the older women. I mean, I'm not like against it, but it didn't work to be honest. I do freelance work, Veronica. I have a very flexible schedule. I used to have a more regular 9 to 5, you know. I think that depends on the work you're in. Am I right? Probably. Yeah, exactly, Tack. It's all OnlyFans and Footfinder for me. I make about $8 a year. Nice, making bank. Yep. It's more than I make. Yeah, it's super lucrative. It's actually kind of insane how much money OnlyFans, like how much revenue it generates. I was saying something. It's basically like per employee, it's the most profitable like company on the face of the earth per employee, which is crazy. No, no, Storm. There's no OnlyFans. This is a joke. Okay. Folks love my translucent skin. Thanks. I'm very much opaque, okay? As you can see, I am actually opaque. Or I'm not a transparent. I just don't tan, okay? I'm very Irish. Sex sells, yep. It sure does. Never underestimate how many thirsty people there are out there. Donja has an OnlyFans? Oh god. I mean, I hope it's for the purposes of making sure nobody else can take the name. I know there's a lot of people who have done that. Just claim the name so nobody else can use it. I've been told this about yours. It was told to you in a weird way. Oh, about translucent skin. You burn my sunscreen on. Veronica just freckles and tans. It's for farm fresh eggs. You know what? That's pretty hot. I was joking with somebody else that, people always ask about their OnlyFans. I'm like, you should actually start the OnlyFans, except it's just pictures of ceiling fans. It's like the only content. It's actually just OnlyFans. That'd be awesome. It would be awesome. It'd be the best troll. People sign up and they just get pictures of ceiling fans. Storm, you claimed your OnlyFans name. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame, especially for, women on the internet. Claim that shit. Especially with what AI can do these days. Holy fuck. I think Red did that too. I think so. Yeah, he did say that he did that. I don't want to browse that in my computer. Yeah. A script of that. It's only actual fans. Yeah. Not going to get them extra traffic. They're doing fine, V. They're doing fine. No one wants your name on OnlyFans. I don't know about that.
All right, everybody stretch out a little bit. Stretch it.
That's a good idea.
Stretch.
That's a good idea. All right. It's been like an hour since my last stretch. I'm standing up. Stretch the back. This is a lot of hunching over. free freelance wood was yours is already taken. Suspicious. Suspicious. Okay. All right, Quest. We've got another cat appearance going on here. Just signed up to try and see. Suppose should have looked. Baby. Hey, that's my seat. Here for quest anyway. Cat assistant. Believe me, he's not assisting in anything. Let's just get rid of you. Just here for quest anyway. You know, that's fair. That's fair. He's much cuter than I am. This thing is so tall. Uh, yes, Veronica. What animorph would I be? I'm only vaguely familiar with animorphs. Like, very vaguely. That's like, I think I swear I saw like some like funny YouTube video about animorphs. Oh, I remember now. It was Corridor Crew did a bit where they made their whole like a bunch of people from their office into like specialized animorphs, and it was hilarious. Could the characters in the book freely choose the animal at any time, or were they locked into a single animal form? Good question. Is this just like a question about what animal would you morph into if you had a choice? Swap back and forth? I don't know. You read horror? It's a very random question. What about the rest of the audience? What animal would you turn into if you could freely swap into an animal? What would you be? What would you pick? I feel like the obvious answer is to be like some kind of bird, like a hawk or something. A vulture? Easy. No predators. You got no predators. Cat? Easy. I've been a creepy cutie since I was able to read. Mars and welcome back. I hope dinner was good. Up too late, time for bed. Melody, have a good rest. Somewhat better. Hippo. Hippo is a good choice. Like no one wants to fuck with a hippo. Hippos are, man, they fuck you up. Very good. Pork chops, baked potato, veggie salad. That is a complete meal. Sounds good. I had gone grocery shopping and needed to like set up for stream pretty quickly afterwards, so I ate the last of my soup supply from my freezer. Very tasty vegetable soup. Vegetable medley. No, no. Fuck with the hippo. You don't fuck with a hippo. Hippos are deadly. Had soup last night for dinner. Love a good soup. Yeah, me too. I love soup. I like to make lots. It's like it gets to be fall, and I like to make stocks of soup. And then when I'm feeling lazy, I just I make a big thing of soup. I freeze most of it, and then when I'm feeling lazy, I just pull one out of the freezer. Easy meal. A soup. Such an easy thing to make, honestly. Just like, you don't need any measurements, you just throw stuff in a pot. Hey, this seems like it might go together. You'll get a little broth, put some vegetables. As long as you got enough salt, it's all gonna turn out fine. Desire to be scared is deep in your being. You love scare. I only like. I was never like much of a horror fan. It's kind of grown on me over the years, where I don't mind. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I don't like. Okay, I don't mind horror. I don't like gore. I don't care for gore. I'm like not into that. I don't mind a good horror, like that's it's suspenseful. Yeah, gore. Nah, no thanks. When I used to go on first dates with men, I would take them to haunted houses and for wings to see what they're made of. You've mentioned the wings many times before. How much meat do they leave on the bone? Takes a certain person to understand and embrace people like you that love creepy. New gore movies ain't for you. Do you love old slashers? Yeah. I feel like there's a definite difference between old slashers and like what is it like? What's like a good example of like a modern, just straight up, hey, anything Rob Zombie does, you know? Like I'm not into that shit. Hard pass. Anything Eli Roth? Yeah, right. Like what he did? He did like Hostel. I couldn't make it through that one. I was like, nah, no thanks. No thanks. This isn't my jam. I'm out. I love a good horror comedy. You know, that's 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 my sweet spot there. Give me a little blood and some laughs, and I'm in. Love horror comedy. Love dark comedy. Yeah. Refuse shit like Terrifier. Yeah, I would be totally out on that one. I'm trying to think like what was the horror comedy that made me love that? And it's got to be Evil. It's got to be Evil Dead 2, An Army of Darkness. Classics. Classics in the genre. Ever watch the show Ash versus Evil Dead? Got like Bruce Campbell and Lucy Lawless in it. It was a lot of fun, even though it was way after the original stuff. Quite enjoyed it. Oh, welcome back from the ads. Good year for horror games. Yeah, right. What you're saying? There's new Silent Hill games coming out. I don't I don't know that I've ever played any game that can be described as a horror game. Again, maybe just my personal aversion to horror things, even though I just admitted I kind of like horror stuff now. For your first movie date, your partner picks Silent Hill. Isn't the Silent Hill movie like notoriously terrible though? Like, isn't it bad? I thought it was bad. I should ended up fucking loving it. What should I play, Veronica? You got a recommendation for a starter horror game? It's awful. We we take what we can get. Really pretty easy to entertain. The worm got you first time. Oh no, tack. Rip tack. L's in chat for tack. L's in chat. I had so much carbon. I feel like it would be a good idea to keep like a backup armor set and like weapons just like on hand for this situation. I think I'm gonna like do that. I'm gonna have a chest with like backup gear. Because this ain't gonna be the last time we get munched by the worm. It's gonna happen again. Has to be very bad for you to check out. I'm kind of like I don't know. I'm funny about movies. Like I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but yeah, I went to art school, but I also kind of aspired to go to film school. Maybe work in movies. I actually wrote a couple of scripts for or a couple of screenplays, and I really love movies. I've seen probably thousands of movies in my life. Um, I love old movies. I love snobby foreign films, but I also love complete garbage. I don't know. I love a good bad movie. I love campy nonsense. I love martial arts movies. Fussy about movies. Nope, no tooth. No tooth. Used to work in a movie theater and video store. Yeah, I had a job. I had a job at a Blockbuster back when that was a thing. Actually, but even before that, my uncle owned a video store. This is maybe where part of my love of movies comes from. Is my uncle owned the only video store in this town where I would spend my summers with my grandmother, and he would just let me come in and take whatever movies I want whenever. Um, And yeah, I would just like spend the whole summer. Like my grandmother didn't have cable. She lived in the middle of nowhere, so I'd spend the whole summer just watching movies, movie after movie after movie. First art you ever did was writing. Your degree was creative writing. I took a creative writing college a class in college. I made this assignment to write a short story based on a person that we knew, and I wrote this short story. And in the margin and every other page, the teacher was like, "This is just so weird," and I'm like, "I've got to. I'm nailing it." uh, so love art films, foreign stuff. Love David Lynch. Yeah, I love David Lynch. Like Veronica's a David Lynch admirer as well. But also really cheesy crap is great sometimes. It is. It is. I don't know what it is. I love a good campy cheesy movie for some reason. Back to, yep, Twin Peaks, right. That's my wife. The tooth, the tooth. Remember the tooth. Marzen, both me and Tack got munched today and lost all our stuff. I actually had a hell of a time in Dune earlier. Man, it was like the game was out to get me. I couldn't catch a break. I got eaten by the worm, lost everything. Then my bike got swallowed by quicksand. It's, I almost died in a sandstorm. It was a time. Lost Highway, your favorite? Lost Highway is a good one. I like that one. I love I love Blue Velvet. Most people were like, "No, you can't. Mulholland Drive is better," and like, "Nah, love Lost Highway." I think it's like, you know, well, just personal preference. Mulholland Drive also great. Eraserhead is what you and Raptor watched on your first E date. Nice. I like Eraserhead is classic too. Black and white does you in. I've heard lots of people say that. I don't know. Some of my favorite movies are black and white. Grew up on old TV shows and old Hollywood movies. Yeah, I adore old movies. I grew up on all that stuff. Black and white is your cozy TV. My favorite movies are old classic Hollywood movies. Like, has ever seen The Third Man? Like got Orson Welles in it. It's not directed by him. Classic film noir. Uh, It's amazing. It's so good. One of the most beautiful soundtracks of any movie. Just like the whole score is just Zephyr music. It's amazing. One of your grandmothers used to always play them. Lots of John Wayne. Yeah, my grandfather loved John Wayne. That man had every John Wayne movie there ever was. I'm pretty sure I've seen every John Wayne movie there ever was as a result. To be honest, the only one I have any affection for is The Searchers. The Searchers is actually good. I get the aesthetic, I just can't watch them. My grandfather is so freaking obsessed. Holy shit. Oh no. I I feel like we're the same family. That's about that's my grandfather too. God damn did he love John Wayne. A, a particular obsession I don't think I'll ever understand. Your mom's family was from West Virginia. That is true. This was also in West Virginia. We're gonna Essa and I are gonna discover we're like secretly long lost second cousins once removed or something. That'd be funny. West Virginia do be weird like that. One time I was like 3:45 a.m. Like what the fuck, snared? Go to sleep. 61 Fahrenheit. Wait. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean 61. That's pretty pleasant. But at 3:45, she's Irish, Scottish, Welsh. I had a cousin hit on you in a family reunion. Yeah. West Virginia is like such a weird small place. I was once on a flight to West Virginia to visit my family. West Virginia. Um, on the plane, I struck up a conversation with the guy sitting next to me while we were on like the connector flight into Charleston, and we were just like chatting about random things, and we're like just about to land. And he's like, you know, where are you headed anyway? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to I tell him the name of the town where my mom and sister live. Actually, I might as well say it's Ripley. That's what my cat is named after. That's where Ripley's name comes from. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm related to basically everyone in that town. Anyway, he's like, oh, I'm from Ripley. Like, wait, you're going to visit family? And then we're chatting, and I told him my sister's name. He's like, oh, I know your sister. We went to high school together. We literally had classes together. He's like, oh yeah, I know your sister. This random person I've been chatting with on the plane. And I'm like, my sister is picking me up at the airport. She picks me up, and I'm like, I met this guy on the plane who said he knew you, and I told her his name. She's like, oh yeah, I know that guy. You've known each other since 8th grade. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so random. They're from Morganstown, the town founded by Morgan, a relative who shares a birthday with you. Is it really founded by Morgan? is that is that true? So fucking hot, you're melting. 61 is far from pleasant for you. UK normally sits around 30 Fahrenheit at best. Um, I feel like it's a little warmer than that, maybe. Wiki Morgantown. I do get it though. We're getting into that time of year here where it's going to be extremely uncomfortable. And I always try to like avoid using my AC as much as possible. One, because it runs up my electric bill, you know. But also, it's just like, I don't want to be spoiled by it. We're starting to make a little progress here. Still gotta take off this top layer at some point. I might as well just suck it up and do that. Almost done here for tonight. I got about 10 minutes left. My back would very much appreciate me to stop doing this, to be honest. My back's like, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy, this has been long enough. Careful, careful. It's like legit crazy to even see sharing the same birthday. He was a Welshman that came to America and founded the town. Grandfather loved John Wayne and genealogy. You have the AC on. I have it on right now in downstairs, not in my bedroom. I'll probably just it should have cooled off outside. It was really stuffy in here when I started stream. I was sweating before I was even into the woodworking. I'm like, yeah, okay, I gotta turn the AC on at least for stream. I'm not raw dogging summer. Titty sweat is awful. Well, you know, if you're a man, you just end up with swamp ass. You know, that's pretty much. Wouldn't be mad if you had AC in the house, but houses don't have AC. Yeah, as I understand, that's like a big problem in the UK. You get these bad heat waves, and then like the elderly are dropping like flies. Like, unfortunate situation. Heinous. Yeah, heinous for sure. When I win the lottery, I'm sure make sure my house has AC. Yeah, we're just we're accustomed to it here. Certainly in well, in the UK, like I know people's homes don't have AC, but I would assume like, you know, businesses and places like that still do, right? For the most part. People here would not accept places like businesses with no AC. Oh, except for like antique shops that are in like old ass buildings. They can have no AC and it's just fine. Or asleep due to the heat. Tomorrow's plans are out the window for you because probably gonna sleep. Yeah, that does happen sometimes, right? Oh, that was bad cut. Okay. You know, pretty productive night, if I do say so. Because the president made it mandatory for houses. Oh, here in the US? No, no, no. It's more like um in cities, especially in high rises, AC just became like a mandatory thing because like in a high rise, if you don't have AC and like air circulation, made it mandatory in the construction rights. In some places, I think it's the president. It's like more of a like state level thing. You know, because they don't care. I think it's probably like the expense of like retrofitting all these old houses with AC is like exorbitant probably, and they're just being cheap. You know, they're like, well, if a couple old people kick the bucket, you know, whatever, I suppose. which is horrible, by the way. I'm not condoning this. To them were non-existent. It's like, yeah, the concerns of average people are like a big whatever to the people with power, right? As is very often the case. All right, guys, stick around for a minute. Let's find someone to raid off to. On. Guys, I'm gonna like, am I gonna look in the art category? First result, big titty anime girl. first result. Oh, guys. Cat boy, bunny boy. It's so funny. It's so funny, to be honest. Ah, someone doing a cool painting, but it's in Portuguese. Shame. This is the running joke of the art category. I don't know what it is, but good lord. Guys, should we just go see someone playing some ESO? Would that be cool? Can we do that? I know there's a lot of ESO homies up in here. Left myself the last chapter of the game. Thanks for being here, Veronica. Thanks for hanging out. I look forward to your Friday stream where I can see you finish up the claymation game. The art style's super cool. Really, really cool. Very well. I mean, I don't have a lot of options. I don't have a lot of options at the moment, unfortunately. I was looking. Should I go visit someone who's playing some PvP? You know, I like some PvP. Thanks for the stream. Kept you entertained. Thanks for hanging out, Snared. Thanks everybody for hanging out. As a bet, thank you. I enjoyed our conversation about music and movies. It was fun. Join raid and fuck off. Fair enough. Miss me already, Storm. Thanks again for the raid. Thanks, Marzen, for the raid also. You guys are very sweet. I appreciate you sharing your communities with me. B, have a good night. All right, guys. We're going to go raid someone I just recently met. She's streaming some ESO. She also came in and hung out the other day when I was doing housing, and I completely forgot I was watching her stream and followed her the other day and didn't shout her out. Thank you, Veronica. Beat me to it. If you've got a sub, you can use the top message or use the bottom message. If not, guys, I'll be back on Saturday with some ESO. You know, Saturday's ESO day. I don't know what I'm getting up to, but maybe a little PvP and then maybe a little like chill housing stuff, I think. But have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and take care.